So the question we are going to answer in this video is, what is the minimal amount of equipment that you can use to get it done while training for hunting fitness? This is part one of Pack Mule on the Road. I'm in a funky little Airbnb in Knoxville, Tennessee right now. It's where my dog and I stopped for the night. We're on our way to Texas to work. My dog's not gonna work with him, but I'm gonna work with our Pack Mule Apex client, John Mark. He's bringing me down for a couple weeks to do some testing, to do some mental skills work, to do nutrition work, to get his entire training ecosystem dialed in and seamless for him. And then we're also going to get out and do some hunting. He's going to take me out and we're going to hunt some quail and hunt some deer while I'm in town. And I'm super excited to get down there. We're also got another stop. We're going to stop and see some of our other clients in Arkansas, the Simpsons. We're going to stop tomorrow to see them. I'm excited for that stop too. So it'll be great to see everybody. And I'm going to answer all of these questions on the road trip. So Pack Mule on the road. First question: minimal equipment to get it done training for hunting fitness. I'm going to give you the general answer. It depends on how strong you are, right? It depends on what your needs are. But that said, I'm just going to not get into the it depends of all of this, and I'm going to give you a straight answer. I think, and I'm telling you this from experience, because over the past handful of months, from the middle of summer to now, I've been traveling a lot. I also spend most of the year on a cattle ranch in the middle of nowhere in California, and sometimes it's tough to get to the gym. And so what I did to solve that problem was I bought 2 kettlebells. You can get a lot of muscular endurance, strength endurance, hypertrophy work, power work done with 2 kettlebells. Now, you're going to want to learn some kettlebell skills to get the most out of them, but you can use them for a lot of basic exercises too, like lunges, squats, RDLs, presses, rows, all of the basic stuff that you could do at the gym. Now, those kettlebells, you want them to be somewhere between like 20% and 35% of your body weight. So for example, if you're a 200-pound guy, 2 45-pound kettlebells are going to be a good place to start, depending on your strength level. If you're not super strong, you might want to go a little bit lighter. If you're a really strong guy or woman, you might want to go a little bit heavier than 20% of your body weight. But that's a good place to start because it allows you to work in different rep ranges. And then plus, if you use both kettlebells, you just can double up on the weight for doing things like swings, squats, RDLs, all of that kind of stuff. So that's a really good place to start. I really think if you have 2 kettlebells, you can get a lot done. Now, if you're building out a home gym, or one of the problems is that you need to gain maximal strength, at some point you're either going to need to add to that equipment with like a hex bar or maybe a minimal rack setup with a barbell and some weights. But you can get a really, really long way with just 2 kettlebells. And then, you have your pack, right? So if you can throw weight in your pack, have 2 kettlebells, I think that is the minimal gym setup that you can get away with. You can make a lot, not just get away with, you can make a lot of progress with for building muscular endurance, strength endurance, hypertrophy, and power. For most people, you're not going to build maximal strength that way. But for a bulk of the year, if you have a hard time getting to the gym, like I have, or if you live really far from a gym, or you're traveling like me, I've been on the road, and you need to take something with you, 2 kettlebells in your pack can get you really far. So this is part 1 in Pack Mule on the Road, coming to you from Knoxville, Tennessee. The next video, I'll be answering a nutrition question, and I'm going to give that to you at the beginning of that video.